What's going on, Yu-Gi-Oh fans? PlotArmorCards in the house, and it looks like we're getting a new OCG updated ban list. So without further ado, let's just go into it and take a look. So Forbidden, right off the bat, you have Wandering Griffin Rider. Wow, they really shut this thing down. F in the chats for Wandering Griffin Rider. Holy crap. This thing has been terrorizing the adventurer token, has been terrorizing like every deck imaginable. It has gotten considerably cheaper. But I would say Wandering Griffin Rider has been a problem, but the OCG has been doing a lot more to just clamp down on it as hard as they can. So next thing out, Union Carrier. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Hulk has been banned in the OCG for a while, and in its place, Union Carrier has been terrorizing the OCG. If I'm not mistaken, that is. And so I think it is right for them to be also banning Union Carrier. Next, we have the limited list. So Swap Frog is limited. This is something we've been talking about for the TCG for a very long time now. Ever since Sprites came out, I've been terrorizing. Guido the H-Hit Sentry. Now, this is more tier element stuff. I think this comes out in the Ishizu stuff that we haven't seen yet. So it's nice to see how abusive and broken it can be. That it's already limited. Keldo, the Possessed Statue, is also limited. I think that's also in the same grouping as this. Sprite Jet is also getting limited now. Interesting. Next, we got Herald of the Orange Light. Now, if you use this thing, I use this thing in my Drytrons, I think, or my brother used to use it in his Drytrons, sorry. But this thing in Ishizu has just potential to pop off a lot of different combos. So the fact that it's limited, I think that's fair. Yata Garasu, wasn't it limited? No, it was limited for us. So I wasn't sure what it was at for them, but now they're going back to limiting it. That's interesting. Primeval Planet Perlino. So the field spell for the archetype that we were just discussing up here. Why the hell is this slipping my mind? Tier elements. The field spell for tier elements. I'm kind of glad to see it up here just because it's kind of broken. And nice to see that they're just putting a limit on... why is this going away? Why is this going... Okay. Nice to see that they're putting a limit on just this archetype because it's been running rampant way above others, especially in the OCG. I mean, we haven't gotten the full support in the OCG yet in form of like the Ishizu... Or in the TCG yet in form of the Ishizu stuff. But when that comes out, I expect a similar thing to happen. Sprite Starter. So... this is also nice to see just because it straight up just summons. Yeah, Flunderies and the Magnificent Map is also limited. Okay. For us, I feel like Flunderies isn't that big of a problem anymore. I'm not too familiar with the OCG, but it's kind of interesting to see that they're limiting Flunderies and the Magnificent Map. So, like, if you did that here, I feel like the Flunderies deck itself is kind of slowly getting power crept out just because other cards are really strong. And at one point, people were just side decking Zombie World in it just to take care of Flunderies. Flunderies wouldn't be able to do anything. However, I feel like there's still, like, once in a while you'll see a Flunderies win a tournament and whatnot. So it's nice to see. Time Seal. Okay, this is a card I know absolutely nothing about in terms of the OCG, so it's kind of interesting to see Time Seal on there. I'm sure there's a very good reason that it's limited. It's probably running rampant as well. Next, for the semi-limited, we have ABC Dragon Buster. Okay, I do know it's pretty popular in the OCG. Double Iris Magician. Water Enchantress of the Temple. Wow, 2 hits in that archetype. Nice. Tier Elements Havness. Okay, another Tier Elements hit. And then we have Dimension Shifter. So, Dimension Shifter in Flunderies in general, but there are a couple other decks that I think can take advantage of it, like, for example, Unchained. But I don't think you'll see that as much. But, yeah, this card just has potential to shut down so many different decks. So I think this is a fair ban. This is a fair ban. Or at least semi-limit, not a ban. The Phantom Knights of Torn Scales. Now, I do have a Phantom Knights deck. I just built like a cheap version of it. I didn't want to put in all that money and effort into it because I don't see a lot of people really playing it as much anymore. In the OCG, it might be a different story, but at least for us in the TCG. And we got Lightning Storm at semi-limited. Interesting. All right, so unlimited. So these things are completely free to go. You can do whatever you want with them. Gen X Ally Birdman, interesting. Danger Jackalope is now free. That's interesting. I think it's still at 1 for us, right? If I'm not mistaken. Spiral Resort, Sky Striker, Mecha, Widow Anchor, and Magical Meltdown all are unlimited now. So this overall is an interesting list. Some of this stuff does tackle some of the problems that we're having in the TCG. However, the way the OCG and the TCG work is you will get sometimes completely different ban lists. So I would try my best not to use this as a, like, oh, if this got banned in the OCG, it's going to get banned in the TCG. Even though it makes sense for it also to get banned or limited or whatever in the TCG, sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. I don't know what Konami is always thinking, but it's just how it works. Some of the things I would definitely want is the Swap Frog being limited. I would like to see a hit to maybe tier elements in some way, just because I already know when the Ishizu stuff comes out, it's going to be absolutely broken. But I feel like we probably won't get one ban list until after the Ishizu stuff comes out, just based on what we're seeing here, and I don't expect them to put out, or if we do get one earlier before that, I don't expect them to put out another ban list for a while. So that would be kind of terrible. So hopefully we can get that afterwards. But anyways, guys, this is PlotArmorCards signing out for the day. Let me know what you guys think about this ban list in the comments below. If you like what you see, don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. And oh my goodness, look at the time.
It's time to do